Hello, citizens, and welcome back. This is our match reaction to Man City 1, Chelsea 1 in the Premier League. Make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe. You know what they say. You enjoy the show, help the channel grow. I'm sure someone says that. Let's get into this mess, because I tell you what, it's a good job that I've had a chance to cool down, that I've been walking home in the rain. It's taken me an hour and a half or whatever it is to get back, because that today... Do you know what? This season, I am fed up of saying a few things over and over and over again. And it all comes down to Pep, because his inability to see this team is just not working in this lineup with these 11 players is shocking to me. It's Pep of old. It's everything that's wrong with Pep. He doesn't have many faults. He doesn't have many problems. And God knows he's the best manager in the world. But I tell you what, when he gets it wrong, he's just so stubborn. He just won't change things up. And I am so sick of seeing Alvarez play in the middle. I'm sick of him sticking Foden on the right-hand side. I'm sick of making one sub in a game to try and change things up that it's going to magically work and inspire us to win 4-1. You know, it's just an absolute disaster. And I knew that going into the game, looking at the lineup, because every time I see the starting 11 and I see Haaland and I see Alvarez on the same team, I know what's going to happen. We're going to be down to 9 men for most of the game, because Haaland gets 15, 16 touches a game. If you don't get the crosses into him, he's absolutely useless. And today, he was absolutely useless, even when we got the crosses in. But more on him later. But you've also got Alvarez, who does fuck all. I need someone to tell me what Alvarez's role in this team is. I need someone to tell me what his purpose in the starting 11 is, because I tell you what, he's not taking the set pieces with De Bruyne back in the team. He's not pressing like he should be, because he's just stuck in the middle, just wandering around aimlessly. He doesn't defend. I mean, he went back once, I think, in the first half. But he does absolutely nothing. He can't create chances. He takes too many touches. He just goes floating around and you don't see him. He's not available to someone pass him the ball in the middle when we're out wide. You know, people are always looking for underlaps or overlaps. He's neither of those things. Someone has to tell me what his purpose in that team is, especially today. But going back all the way over the season when Haaland plays, why Alvarez in the middle? What's this obsession that Pep's got? Because I just don't see it. Someone also has to tell me what the purpose of Walker is in this team, because he doesn't defend, because he can't defend. He doesn't go forward because he can't cross. He can't take players on. He can't shoot. What the hell does he do? He doesn't jump for the ball most of the time unless he's not all alone. Because if he has to jump with another player to try and win a header, he doesn't do that. He just watches them or tries to lean into him. He's fucking useless as well. And I'm so sick of him watching someone get the ball, run 30, 40 yards as he backtracks, and just stays off them. Just invites them to run at him in the box for someone else to come over and help him out, because he gets cut inside all the time. Like he did Sterling today, like he did against Newcastle twice within like 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Every single time, cut inside. I could get past Walker because he doesn't use his pace. He just stays off them about 10, 15 yards. It's like, oh yeah, run at me. And then they do. And then he's nowhere to be found. He doesn't stop counter-attacks, because today there were so many counter-attacks, because that's how Chelsea set up. And I've said this, and everyone knows it. Chelsea played a long ball, try and hit you on the break, use their pace. We just didn't learn. It's how Liverpool do it. It's how Tottenham do it. It's how Brentford are going to play against us on Tuesday. It's how Everton played against us last week. It's how everyone plays against us, and we don't fucking learn. And he is never there to stop the counter-attack. So what's his purpose in the team? What's Alvarez's purpose in the team? What the fuck is Haaland doing in the team when he's playing like that? You know, Diaz as well. We're going to have to talk about him soon, because what's happened to him? He's weaker than me. You know, 5'7", 9.5 stone. Diaz gets rolled every time. He gets out-muscled. He gets out-jumped. I mean, his positioning, he plays a couple of players on as well today, which could have hurt us. I just don't get it. I just don't get his purpose there either, because he's having a shocking of a season. You know, the saving grace in that defense, for once, one of them was Edison, who I've just watched the highlights back in the second half. I'm not watching that first half again. I want to forget that ever exists. But the second half, that save he made from Sterling, phenomenal save, by the way, because I was behind that. You might not see it on the camera properly, but I was like on the other end of the pitch, so I was right behind Sterling when he hit it. That stretch of his leg from Edison is an unbelievable save. And in fact, he gets up and makes the second save for Diaz to clear it as well. Unbelievable. You know, so fair play to Edison for that. Yeah, he got done for the goal, but he also saved us on a 1v1 as well, because he was left so isolated by this defense all game, especially in the first half. So he had a good game. Ake, I think he's had a brilliant game. I think he's having a brilliant season. Ake, he's just really slow. If he wasn't that slow, he'd be a really good player, you know. And I think Akanji played really well. Those three saved that defense today, because Walker, fucking useless. Diaz, I have no idea. I have no idea. So Akanji, he's playing kind of the John Stones role where he steps into midfield and he goes forward a little bit, and he did a good job of it. You know, he's not as good as John Stones is doing it, and that's not his primary objective in life. He wants to be a bloody centre half or a right back. He doesn't want to be a number 8. But, you know, that's Pep forcing players into roles, and we'll get into that as well. So Akanji's done that. And I think he did a good job of it. Like I said, he's not a world beater. He's not going to take on 5 players or anything like that. He's not going to have the most dribbles on a Champions League final like Stones did. That's not Akanji, but for what he did okay. And for most of the season, when he has played with Diaz, he's had to defend Diaz a lot. I don't think people give Akanji enough credit. I think he's had a great season, and I think he had a phenomenal season last year as well. So him, Ake, Edison, save that defense today, because the others, god damn it, I'd be happy if they didn't play on Tuesday. And then you've got midfield Rodri. Standard Rodri performance. Holds onto the ball too long. Trying to play diagonals. Oh, do you know what? Now we're on that subject of diagonals. How many times am I going to watch us just play every single game down the left-hand side and ignore the right? You know, you're going to put Foden on there, who's one of our best creative players, and not use him because you're obsessed, and I mean obsessed, with giving the ball to Doku for him to run at a fullback when he's got help. And it's just Doku against 2 players every single time. And Doku sometimes gets past him, sometimes doesn't, sometimes going outside. Most of the time goes on the inside, most of the time goes back to Ake midway inside the half. I mean, he's got no help on that side. No one's overlapping him, because that's not what Ake does, because Ake's too slow to get back and defend if he does get past him. He's not got Walker's pace. Not that Walker uses that pace. So Ake stays back. So it's just Doku constantly on the left-hand side all alone. And we just keep giving him the ball. And we're not helping him out. We're not giving him a break. We're not giving him a rest. So the fans get on his back, start booing him, start having groans whenever he touches the ball, because we're just not giving him a break, because we're constantly giving him the goddamn ball. He's not like Grealish, who can carry it, can hold it up, can win free kicks. That ain't Doku. Doku wants to run at his man on one-on-one, but he never gets that one-on-one because they double up on him every time, because we know we're going down the fucking left-hand side and we don't give it out to Foden on the right. So that's a disaster as well. And I just watched that for the full 90 minutes, and Pep didn't change a fucking thing about it. Not only that, he should have taken Doku off with 10, 15 minutes to go because he was knackered. The fans were on his back. Just give him a break. Bring Bob on. Bring someone on. Change something up. Oh, my God. And then, like I said, you got Alvarez in the middle. Fucking useless. Don't know what he's doing there. Don't know what he's doing on the pitch. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Even when he's a striker, he doesn't really do that role for us. I have no idea what his role is in the team. No idea. And I don't think Pep does either. I think he just throws him in there. He's like, oh, we're going to have all the ball in the final third. So, you know, maybe he'll get a shot off. Nothing. Absolutely useless. And then De Bruyne next to him. De Bruyne, he's been injured all season. He's come back. He looks phenomenal coming off the bench. But the 2 games he started, he's been dire. He's been absolutely shocking. And today, he was awful. Every single corner, the same. Put it in the 6-yard box. Cleared. Put it in the 6-yard box. Cleared. Take it short. Cleared. Like, he did a few overlaps in the second half on the right-hand side. Every cross looped up in the air. And what's the point in looping a cross up into the air for a 6-foot cunt of a striker who's not going to jump for the ball? Because Haaland does a jump. He peels off, tries to push the defender into the back post. He doesn't attack it. A couple of times he attacked it today and blasted it over his head. I mean, he should have scored a hat-trick today, Haaland. And I triple captained him like an idiot. But every ball looped up into the air, and half the time he doesn't jump for it. He doesn't want it. And I even watched him today in the second half when Bernardo came on. Watch Bernardo jump for the ball and just leave him to it. Like, the ball's there to be won. And Haaland sees Bernardo, 5'3" Bernardo, jump for it. So Haaland peels off and just watches it unfold instead of just attacking it himself when he could have probably won that header and knocked it down for Bernardo. Who knows? And it's just things like that. Just watching Haaland obsessed with peeling off on the back post. The ball doesn't make the back post half the time. And a lot of time, we put in some decent crosses. Even Doku put in a few good crosses that end up in the 6-yard box and no one's attacking it. But I tell you what, Sterling, if he was on the team, he would have. And God knows I don't want Sterling back on the team. But he would have been there to tap them in. That's how he got all his goals. So it's just, it's so frustrating to watch it all unfold and Pep not change a thing about it. And why is Bernardo starting on the bench? I have no idea. Bernardo should have started. He should have been on the right-hand side. Foden should have been in the middle. And then he brings Bernardo on. So then Foden goes into the middle every now and then. And Foden's best 10 minutes was when Bernardo's on the pitch and Foden could go central. And I just know, against Brentford, he's going to put Alvarez back in the middle. He's going to put him in the middle and it's going to piss me off. Oh, my God. It is so frustrating to watch. I mean, this starting 11, anyone could have told you it wasn't going to work. I'd even put Doku on the right-hand side. Try him out there. Try Doku on the right, put Foden on the left. I don't know. Mix it up. Stop doing the same nonsense every game that I've seen you do for the last 4 or 5 months and just run into trouble. Yes, we might have won 11 games in a row in all competitions, but we are not consistent. We're like this. We had a good 90 minutes against FC Copenhagen, which we should have, by the way, because it's FC Copenhagen. But the rest of the games, we play poorly for the first half, which seems to be a thing. And then we come in the second half, like, oh, try and win it like it's the last game of the season, which is what we did tonight. We approached that game like we were top of the league. We needed to win to get to win the league, and then they go in front in the first half. And then the second half, we have to push back like we did against Villa, like we've done a few times over the years. That's how we approach this game. And it all just looks so desperate. The crosses were all desperate. The shots were desperate. There's a few clear-cut chances that Haaland wasted. But honestly, I'll take a point. I saw the stats, 32 shots to their 8. I'll take the point because I don't think we deserved it. They should have been 3-0 up at half-time. Oh, my God. It was painful to watch. And I'm sick of it. And it's the same nonsense. And you can guess how the game's going to go by the lineup. Pep's rotation, it just doesn't work half the time. It just doesn't. It probably does because he wins a lot of games. He wins a lot of trophies. But for the love of God, we did not win trophies with this starting 11. You play your best 11 going forward, and this is not the time to drop points. You've got Arsenal scoring goals for fun, Liverpool scoring goals for fun, and we're struggling through. We can't keep clean sheets. We can't score goals. What is this team? What was this performance? And Pep's gone back to his usual self, to his old classic Pep. Make one sub in a game. Make one sub. Don't change things up. Don't try and, mix things up a little bit. Keep the same players that have been wasting all these chances. They've not been doing anything for 90 minutes. Keep them on the pitch. There's maybe something to come in the 93rd minute. No words. Well, actually, I have a lot of words, and none of it's good, to be fair. Well, a lot in this one, but I'll tell you what. And this is me an hour and a half after the game. Calm down. Yeah. This game is a disaster, and on Tuesday, if I see Alvarez in that starting 11, I'm going to lose my mind because he's going to put him in the middle, and it's going to be a waste of time. It's going to be a waste of everyone's time. We might win the game 2-1, 3-1. I guarantee it won't because Alvarez has a stellar game. It won't be because of him. Because Haaland gets 2 or Foden gets 2. And I hope today, because I saw the Haaland had a thing with the camera and he pushes out of the way, and usually after the game, Haaland will walk around the pitch, clapping the fans and stuff. Today, he just stormed off the pitch at the end. He was angry. He was angry at himself, I think, because he missed so many chances. And he should be. And I hope on Tuesday he comes out and he comes and takes that anger out on their goal, basically. Just bangs in like 4 or 5 goals. Because, yeah, when he doesn't score, what's the point? When Alvarez doesn't score, taking on set pieces, what's the point? What's the point in Walker being captain? Why is he captain? Does he throw a hell of a party? I don't know why he's captain. Oh, man. Who want to give captain to, though? Who want to give captain to? I have no idea. But that defense needs a shake-up. The midfield needs a shake-up. And Pep needs to be slapped a couple of times and woken up because he's got to see that problem. He has to see it. And how he didn't change it at halftime is beyond me. All that possession, all them passes, all them corners, all them throw-ins, and for what? Piss poor performance like that. So, yeah. What was it? Back-to-back treble winners? Maybe. Who knows? Anyway, that's the match reaction. I'm going to go do the play rates. I'm going to fire through that because I don't want to talk about this game anymore. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out. Make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe. And like I said earlier on, if you like the show, help the channel grow. And if you don't like the show, just hit like anyway. Thank you very much.